Oh, hi everybody. How are we doing today? Aloha. Welcome in. Uh, Lena, you can call me. You can call me Lena. I'm so happy to be here with you today. 1 second, please. Holy crap! Oh my gosh! I loaded up What Remains of Edith Finch, and it right in my ears was some sort of uh Organ music, very loud. Nice, but very loud. Anyway, hi everybody. Aloha. Uh, James, thank you so much for the resub. Shonen, thank you so much for the resub. Beak, thank you so much for the gift. Shonen, Mari, Beak, and James, thank you so much for taking the plunge. Hi everybody. Aloha. How are we doing today? It's Aloha Friday. I didn't stream yesterday. I'm starting early today because today is Mari's birthday. And so just in case Mari wants to play something later and I want to be available for it. There's also the very real possibility that Mari and Beak and the boys will be playing World of Warcraft. I will not be joining them, but I will be annoying them over Beak's shoulder. So I want to be available for that. You can understand. But yeah, so I wanted to be available, so I'm starting early. Because Mari lives on the East Coast, which I don't think is doxing. Mari lives on the East Coast of the Americas, and so you hope I don't cry. I've got to. Oh my god, I heard it was kind of an emotional game. I don't know. We'll see. But I heard it was like about family and connection and stuff like that, and I kind of need that right now. For people that don't know, I've had a little bit of a rough go. This past week has been a little bit difficult for my family, especially yesterday. It was very difficult. I'm not going to talk about exactly what's happened, but I am going to say that the critical point is completed and the family member is stabilized. And I am grateful for that. And they are being cared for to the best of the family's ability, which is quite well. So, that's what's going on with me. I appreciate everybody's well wishes and everything. I am so sorry I had to delete my original post on Blue Sky. I was getting a lot of people commenting and liking it that did not follow me, and I didn't know them. Like, it somehow it broke containment. It was popping up on people's algorithms. I think the more that people were liking it and support, the more it was popping up in other people's like discover, which it's interesting how that works. That makes sense. At the same time, and I was looking, I thought like they were all bots at first, but they're not. Some of them were real people. So I was like, oh, okay. Still, it made me a little uncomfortable. Thank you so much for the hugs. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I deleted the original post and I quoted it and I just kind of been responding to it. And I think yesterday I was like keeping it quiet. I was gonna try baking some bread last night. I did not do that. There was some stuff that came up last minute. I had to go to the airport to drop somebody off, and it was just a whole thing. So I'm hoping I can maybe do some try baking today. I'm hoping. We'll see. I don't know if people saw, I accidentally bought 25 pounds of bread flour. I did some grocery delivery, but I didn't check the substitute, and it's substituted with a 25-pound bag. I didn't check. I was just like, sure. And so now I have 25 pounds of bread flour that I need to bake through. Oh dear, my lobster is too buttery. Yeah, it's so it's gonna be kind of interesting to, I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. Either way, I'm here. I'm happy to be here. If you're here with me live, welcome in. I'm very happy to have you. If you're watching the VOD, I'm also happy to have you there. I hope you're having a relaxing day, and I hope this is going to help you unwind. I've been thinking a lot about like the kind of vibe that I think I'm narrowing in on it. I do like action games and certain other things. I really do, maybe it's kind of cliche and stereotypical, but I do like those cozy games. I do like very story-driven narrative games. I also like very high concept games. and conceptual games. So I'm not really sure how to categorize myself. So I'm trying to think about that, because it's really, I love horror, but to me horror is just like an aspect of conceptualism. I think that horror is like an aspect in a lot of storytelling. So when I say playing, I'm into horror, I think a lot of people think like Five Nights at Freddy's, and that's not really my steez. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not sure if like, I'm not sure. I've been thinking about it though. I've been talking to some people and getting their thoughts, and it's been really, really valuable and helpful. Anyway, yeah, it's been a time. I have a manuscript I actually need to get through. It's due on the 2nd, so I think I have like 4 days to get through it. I have it on my desk, so I'm also going to be working on that this weekend. That's going to be really nice and kind of cool to kind of get back into the rhythm of that research, reading, literature, manuscript stuff, editing, sending in like notes and breakdowns and stuff like that. That's going to be cool. I've been watching a bunch of people play that VTuber GTA RP server. At first I was like, I don't get it, and now I'm like, oh, I get it. And it really depends on the people you have with you. I think with most roleplay, in my experience, it comes down to the energy you bring to the table. If you bring an energy to the table where you're having really high expectations of like other people, and you're going in expecting one thing, you're not gonna have, or kind of being a little bit negative about it, I don't think you're gonna have fun. But I think that if you go in with an open mind and just a willingness to goof around and play in the space, it's definitely a space that's gonna facilitate a lot of fun. There's a VTuber GTA RP server event that's going on right now. So a bunch of VTubers are role-playing on a private GTA server, which I think is really, really cool. Again, at first I was like, what? And then I was like, but then I started watching people play it, and I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, I was watching somebody do like a chase, and they were having some latency lag issues where they were bubbling, so they were crashing into stuff that wasn't really their fault. And so like, it's kind of like cops and robbers, and so the robber was like, hold on, let's have a do-over, and they met up at the bank again, and then they started their chase over. There are like some issues with it on the hardware side, but it's kind of just comes with the territory, and it's been really cool to see people adapt to it. I've been having a good time tuning into people's streams when I watch it, so it's been really cute. It's been really kind of fun. And I'm looking forward to watching a little bit more. I'm not following a ton of storylines. Some people have a lot of different storylines. I'm not really watching a lot of like the big streamers play. I'm more bouncing around like smaller streamers because I don't know, I think it's more interesting. The few of the bigger VTubers that I've checked in on, either they're really, really deep in the paint, and that's not a bad thing, but it's not at a place where I can like feel like I can get caught up, or it's kind of like if you started watching Better Call Saul in like the middle of like the 3rd season. Do you know what I mean? Hold on a second. How many seasons were in Better Call Saul? I don't remember. Yeah. I don't know why for a second I was like, I completely forgot. It was 2022. Oh my god. 2015, yeah. That's kind of impressive. 6 seasons. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it's kind of like that, right? It's kind of that energy where it's, or like if you, it's not like dropping into, let's say, Brooklyn Nine-Nine and you can kind of just like pick up on it, like wherever it's at. But yeah, it's some streamer. It's kind of like a difference between like watching somebody play watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine or watching Better Call Saul, right? Or Breaking Bad or something like that. So some of the higher storylines I've not been keeping up with, and then there's been other streamers, larger streamers, where they've somehow turned a multiplayer event into a single player experience, which, you know what, if they're having fun, that's all that matters. But it's been cool to watch. It's been kind of neat. It's been neat. Anyway, either way, I'm going to go ahead and get started on What Remains of Edith Finch. Sorry for rambling for so long. I mean, I shouldn't apologize. I'm rambling. Deal with it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started on better Edith Finch. No, What Remains of Edith Finch. Again, I don't know very much about it. I know it's about family connections and stuff like that. I know it's story driven. So I was like, all right, cool. Awesome. That sounds great. I'm into it. Let's do that. Let's have fun with that. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I am looking forward to it. Alright, let's get this. Okay. Oh, I don't know. So again, I opened the game and then I just kind of tabbed over and was talking to you guys, so... Oh my god. Let me know if that's too loud. Should I start the game over? Thank you so much for the big hydrate. Hold on. Let's start the game over. Wait. Oh, I feel like there was something I missed. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's restart the game. Okay, hold on. So this is what I mean when I was like, there was organ music suddenly in my ears. How does this sound? Sound okay? I can turn it up, turn it down. How was that? How are we doing? Oh, I didn't know if the organ music was super loud or not. Okay. I have a cast? Oh. Oh. No. Oh.
This isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that.
Oh.
I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
How's the sound?
I lived
This
here until I was
game.
11,
Hi, Buzz.
but
How
I
you
wasn't
doing?
allowed
Oh,
into
good
half
luck.
the rooms.
11, but it wasn't that. Alright, cool. Sick. What's this say? Orcas Island. Orcas Island Gazette?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Oh, man. Huh.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. Okay. Again, all I know about this game is that it's about family and connection, and I don't know. I feel like I kind of need that right now. Mari was like, "Buckle up." I was like, "Okay."
But I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh. Bye, Shonen. Have a safe drive. Foxgloves are pretty.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Huh.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Is this a horror game? I didn't check. That's fine. I just would like to know. Well, I mean, you don't have to tell me, chat. I'm just kind of like talking out loud. Car.
The house was exactly like I remembered it.
Whoa.
The way I'd been dreaming about it.
Whoa. I don't know which way to go up.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Oh. Huh. Okay. Oh. That's pretty.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
I'm good. Did you? That's nice. The basketball hoop up there is a very cute touch. This is a beautiful property. I mean, it's really... The hanging gardens are an interesting choice. Missing. Milton Finch. If you have... October 23rd, 2003. Date of birth, 5/19/1992. Orcas Island, Washington. Age at disappearance, 11. Height, 4'6". I can't read the weight. Race, mixed, Indian, white. Eyes blue, hair black. Do they mean like American Indian / Native American, or do they mean like Southwest Asia Indian? Okay, so that's where the key goes. I guess we could check out the garage. Scary. It's a beautiful game. Why am I doing this?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
I didn't think it would actually... I thought I would peek in. I didn't think I would crawl through it. Oh, good old fridge in the garage. At least it got emptied out. Wow. What a beautiful workbench. Grain glow wood shiner. Smoky Forest lacquer, clear brush thinner. Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. I think everybody's right. This type beat, the tennis ball hanging. My dad did that. Kind of a funny little thing you do, I guess, depending on the car you get. I mean, you'd have to like remove it depending on the car you had, right? So you'd have to drive your new car into your new house, assuming, you know, in the day. Not that not that that's something I've experienced. And then you kind of climb up there, hang it. It's, I don't know, it's kind of, oh, the skylight's very pretty. It's kind of a, I guess, a ritual for, part of the ritual of moving into a new place.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Can I go back out and go through the front door now? I'm just curious. I tried to... Cosmic cuisine, the pleasures of Japanese cooking, smoke in the forest, a pie for Piper, the book of mushrooms, Fanny Farmer Jr. cookbook, flour, salt, water, yeast. This all sounds good. Tasting Thailand, flavors of India, the Northwest chef, raw fowl. That's the same book. A Viking's belly, tasting Thailand. There's another one. Hell... What? Hel Ijden van de Jong Verder, the Pacific Pantry, Fish and Shellfish, the Holiday Feast, Witch's Kitchen. Alright, cool. No? Okay. Very cool. Anything on the 2010, huh?
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edie, Dawn, Lewis. Edith, Edie, Dawn, Lewis. Am I Edith? In loving memory, Lewis Finch. December 27th, 1988. 2010, beloved brother of Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Oh, God. So he was, like... ...22 when he died? Oh, this is the exact same pile of books.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Apple pie. God damn, you didn't take... That's crazy. I would give anything for my grandmother's recipe book.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Hell yeah. Imperial Palace. I would give anything. Wow, they weren't kidding.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
A smile with... That sounds terrifying, bitch. Oh, you guys just left? You guys just left and then you never came... What the hell happened there?
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
57 pounds. Oh, can I just, like, never open it again? Did I fuck up? Alright. Sounds right. Wow, that's gorgeous. It looks like an absolute pain to shelve. A lot of the same books. Okay. I love this house. Ooh, that's a beautiful view. Oh my god, you're out of your mind. What was the reason for leaving this place? Like, it seems like it stayed in the family, like, fine. Like, nobody came in to take it
The table
over.
was still a wreck from the night we left.
Huh.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Good lord. I mean, there wasn't a storm that ripped through here. Everything's fine. Right? Gross. Damn, y'all didn't even clean up your This is filth.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Well... Your mother, Dawn. Well... Whoa. You left your iPhone here? What the fuck? It's an old-ass iPhone. I don't... There's the garage. Yeah, I mean... Taking care of family is like a generational thing, but like once somebody gets to a certain point, to me at least, once somebody gets to a certain point, like they probably require care, whether they like it or not. Oh, a dog bed. Maybe? I think it's a dog bed.
Even the fireplace had a story.
It's a hard
Edie
decision
told me
to make.
the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
After it sank. Wow. Wow. Look at all these books. Oh, that loft is gorgeous. This is beautiful. My god. They left this house? It couldn't be me. I'm not crazy about the TV on... This is a TV, right? Yes? On top of the books. That chair does not look comfortable. But it does kind of give the vibe of, you know, furniture is whatever we had. Well, that's not good. The bricks shouldn't be like that. How did the bricks fall in? Everything else seems fine. Maybe just age. That's beautiful. Ooh, cool. Weird. But cool. I thought that said barbecue.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
It's very sweet. Barbara Finch. So who was Barbara? So that's Dawn. And then one of them is Edith, and one of them is Martin, and the other one's Lewis. Right?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh. My bad. Can I read this up? No?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
What?
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? What? That's sealed. Why would they construct the chimney like that? That's cool. The painting on the saw blade. What? Creepy. Okay. Molly, 1937 to 1947. 37 to 47, 10 years old. Did the sealed door downstairs have a date or something like that? It's interesting how it has the head bobbing thing. No. Okay, my bad. Mm.
I spent
Whoa.
a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Ooh.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Why did your mom seal up the rooms? Your family seems a little wacky. This is awesome. It's an underwater train? Is that what I'm looking at? A wave. Something got dragged out of here. I can't open that. Alright.
Lewis told me there were
249.
secret passages, but I never believed him.
Well. Oh! 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh,
Now it
cool.
was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings
Milton.
on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Wow. That's awesome. To hide it in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, that's so cool.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Huh. Wait, I can't. Alright. Cool whistle.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Oh, this isn't another kid's room.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Is this the... Oh, the 10-year-old. This is so cute. Orca's Island calves. Starfish. Molly, Barbara. That's the room I just came from. Edie and Sven. The Jungle Book. A crack in the head? Cupboard. A crack in the cupboard. Oh my god.
I thought
Ah!
since Edie had
Wait.
spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
Yeah, this is the zones. Epipelagic, mesopelagic, bathypelagic, hadalpelagic. Oh, abyssopelagic, then hadalpelagic. The hadal zone is underneath the abyssopelagic. This is extremely fucking cool. Ollie was quite the little adventurer.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh.
My Halloween candy was all gone. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, honey, no. Can I say hi to the fish? What is this? I thought
about eating Christopher.
No!
But I held back.
No, honey. Children will literally do anything that like they need help or food or something. No, you didn't. No. I'm not interested in eating poison.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
You can't lock your child in their fucking room. You're not serious. That's like so dangerous for a child to be locked in their room. Like, what if a fire breaks out? Like, do you know how often my parents would come and check on me as a child? I was never allowed to lock the door because they were always scared. Like, I was allowed to close it sometimes, not very often. Usually I had to have my door open all the time. But, like, they were scared of, like, if I fell and I needed help and they couldn't hear me, if I called or something like that. I'd say my mom, I think, was mostly.
Eating and eating.
No, this is not good. No. Sweetheart.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
I'm not interested in this. I'm not interested in this.
And suddenly,
No.
I was a cat.
No. No. I thought this was going to be better. I thought that I was like, oh, I'll just look at the window. I thought I'll go back. I'll eat. I can't jump back. Oh, fuck. I'll eat the fucking holly. No. God. No.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I'm scared. You're scared? Are you dreaming? Oh. Maybe the child might be dreaming. This might be a dream. Where am I meant to go? Oh.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Open! Open! Open and give me food. Yeah. No! Well, what now, fucking smartass? I shouldn't say that about a child, I'm sorry. What am I doing here? I don't want to do... Hey, big news. I don't want to do this. I don't understand. I don't want to understand. Oh, I can go up here? It is hard to see. I'm actually having a really hard time seeing this game. Is that on purpose? Okay. Mom and Dad didn't look at me. Where? I'm scared. Oh my god. No, no, no. No, no, no. I don't like this. No. I leave? Can't leave. Can't go there. Can I? Nope. Oh, Lord in heaven. Oh my god.
I jumped and I almost got her.
You must be dreaming. I'm praying that you're dreaming. Like, in all fairness, what child turns into a fucking cat?
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Little piggies. This is cute. Where is this?
Now I was up in the big tree.
Yeah.
I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
How do you know it's a mama? This is just bad.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
Oh, I
Then I
thought
heard
the child fell.
in the grass.
This is a dream. Okay, I feel better. What am I looking for?
Rabbits.
Oh. I'm just kind of enjoying flying. Oh. It's a circle of light. Oh god!
Seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
This child's a little creative, imaginative.
A mama rabbit.
Why mama? We just had regular rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? Okay. Ah! Oh, Lord in heaven. What? Yeah. Oh. No, no, no. Okay. Gotta find water.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Well, this just... No! No!
Juicy seals.
No, I didn't! I didn't! I wanted to hang out with the seal! No! No, we're just hanging. We're cool. We're fine. We're having fun. We're just having fun. No. The seals are friends, not food. No, no, no. No, 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 no. We're just hanging out. This is like two of my favorite animals just hanging out. By the way, you know who's more likely to eat a fucking seal? A fucking orca. Let's just talk about that for a second. Huh? How about that? Huh? Orcas, assholes of the sea. Seal said, I'm never progressing the story. This is it? Yep. Yep. We're just hanging out. This is where I hang out. This is where I live. This is my buddy. No! It made me! I didn't do anything! If you follow it long enough, it just does it for you! Oh my god! My hands were like off my mouse completely. Oh my god. I don't like that. No. No. This is cruel to let it be otherwise. I hate
grabbed
this.
on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Yeah. Not the seal. What's happening? Oh. What the fuck? Octopus. Very cool. I can't look around. Oh, no I can. The controls like to change. Thank you so much for the beak hydrate.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
What does that say? Crew only. I can't read. Squid? Octopus? I'm thinking octopus. Oh, that's
I
cool.
was big, but I moved real quiet.
Wow. Cool. Oh. Hello. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Oh my god. I'm definitely not an octopus. Take a look. Look around. Hello. What are you? What's happening? Uh oh. I wasn't supposed to go up here. I thought there was a guy in here. Alright. Huh. How do we get to that guy? Oh. Hello.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I
What
had
is
to
up with
have,
this
so I
kid?
swam towards it.
This kid is a little strange.
I I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Ooh. No. I don't want to hear the good smell went into the old pipe and then come out the toilet. That does
I
not
got
make me feel
closer
good.
and closer.
Oh, this is my room.
All of my stomach started growling,
Okay.
and suddenly I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much
Monster in the
longer.
bed.
It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
This kid is gonna be a great fucking writer. Oh no, she died when she was 10. That kid would have been a great author.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
I mean, it was her it was I believe it. What happened, sweetheart? Hey, I didn't eat the poisonous holly at least. That makes me happy.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Oh? Probably? I mean, all her stuff is here, and her diary. Can I look under the bed? I think some wires under the bed. Maybe that's what kind of gave her the... I thought I saw a cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Ah.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Huh.
I spent a lot of time in
Well, this
Great
is
Grandma
her-
Edie's room.
Edie and Sven, right? That was what was on the... Excuse me.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
Odin. The mysteries of death and thereafter, Odin Finch. Odin Finch joining the great majority. That's kind of fucking cool. Sven and Edie. Wow, look at all these books! I could spend a lifetime in here.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year,
That's
just
nice.
in time to replace the old ones.
Built
When Edie
in...
told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That's okay. Built in 1937, Sven Finch. Treasure strikes Finch family. Celebration turns to mourning, I am assuming. Oh, Lord. God, there was a picture right when it happened. It'd be so for real. So he was the builder. He was a builder. Taxidermy for the home. His passions killed him.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Whoa. Oh, nuh-uh. Mole man beneath the
Edie
Finch
gave a
house.
big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long,
Edith
long
Jr.
time.
That's adorable. EJ. Sam Photo Award, 69 Conspiracy Now, Sam Medal Ceremony, 63 Home Movies, Weird America, The Finches, My Friend Bigfoot, Chapter 7 Edith Interview, Random Junk, Molly Concepts, Mural Sketches, Mr. Norse folk Norse folktales.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go.
Edie won't
For
go.
a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire. Good. Well, I'm glad it worked out for her. Many not so lucky. Barbara, 1949. Molly, 1943. Calvin Sam, 1952. Walter, 1955. Can't even... mods, can we let that through? That got auto-modded.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Real news. Oh.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
The first time the house sank. Got it.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
1880 to 1937. So he was like the 57 when he died? Am I doing that math right? Lewis, 1988 to 2010. So it makes sense why this family kind of has an interesting relationship with like memorializing death and stuff like that. Interesting. That's cool. I gotta say that's kind of cool. Thank you so much for the lurk. Hi Slapper, how you doing? Yeah, that automod. Yeah, I hate shag. I've been in bathrooms like this, dude. It's not cute.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Lord in heaven. Oh, this is sealed.
It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, I hate it here. Do you need to know like how much shit is on the fucking floors here? Ugh. I don't like. Hello. Yeah, I get it. The old lawn chair in the bathtub trick for when you can't get when you're too old. Yeah. That's a classic. There's a Secret in This Bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
I love this. This is so cool. God bless them. Oh! Is this a developing room? Yes? For photos? Yes, it is!
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Set a bottle of champagne next to the toilet. I'd have a hard time in this fucking bathroom, too. Calvin Finch, born April 25th, 1951. Died September 23rd, 1951. Oh. Really? Am I reading that right? How do I crouch? I just kind of automatically... Oh. Yep. Milton. Milton. Oh. Saving. Fort Calvin. Huh. Command Center. Fort Sam. Certificate of acceptance. I thought that said certificate of sleepover. I was like, work. I was like, fierce. Certificate of acceptance. Sam Finch, United States Marine Corps. Odin Finch National Park. Calvin Finch, 19... No. It wasn't... It was 19... It's 19... It's a 1961. 1950 something? 19... Hold on. Let's see if I can go back and read it properly. My eyes are not what they used to be. 1961. Okay, 1950 something. So at least 10, I think. I think at least 10 years old. Enlist. Join the fight. Cobra Battalion, Bravo Company. Certificate of Achievement is presented to Samuel Finch for obtaining a 120% deportment grade in the third quarter of the 1967 to 1968 school year. Wow. He's a real outdoorsman. All-American kid. Football helmet. Football trophies. ROTC type beat. Smoking? Smoke'em Joes? No. So this kid grew up. Yeah. So they were... Okay, so 1958. They must have been twins. So 1958. 1958. That doesn't make sense. They would have been 4.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
What? Who's saying that? Where did you say that? I didn't even... Oh, it was right there. So... Well, 1958 would have been when they started measuring. Age 8. Okay, age 8. 1958 was age 8. So, if Calvin died in 1961... He was 11. Which means he was born in 1950. Yeah. So let's see here. 18. Wow. Tall.
And that he never talked about him.
Well... Losing your twin that young would have a profound impact on you.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
1950 to 1960. Yep, there it is.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Here's the thing.
Calvin, dinner's ready.
Okay, let's go eat dinner. Let's not do this anymore. The thing about children is they have such a deep misunderstanding of the fact that fear is a good thing. Like, it's not good to make children afraid, but fear is a primal emotion that keeps us alive. It's caution,
he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Ooh, this is giving me tummy flips. That's kind of cool.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
All right. Oh no, wait.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
I think every kid's tried this.
That's
I
what
have.
I want to remember about my brother.
Oh my gosh.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
There's something fascinating and kind of a merit to memorializing and preserving.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Yeah. Like a museum, right? To preserve these moments, these people, who they were and who we lost, but in a way it keeps us from moving on. It's important to treat death with the respect that it deserves, to not be, I mean, you can't help it. I think there are parts of us that just can't help but be afraid of death. And it's important to treat death with the respect that it deserves. And it's even fascinating when, like, cultures, I mean, entire cultures, I mean, I think I would say most cultures center their beliefs around the idea of death. But when you live in death like this, I understand why he never came back. Losing a twin is hard.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well. Like, of course losing a twin is hard. Losing a sibling is, in general, is hard. But I will say also, it is just a bit different. It's a different kind of devastation. Well, this is the hallway, is it not? Where am I? Hold on. Oh, this is where I came up. This is the stairs. I see. Wow, interesting. How cool. So in the bookcases, that's where the passages are hidden.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
What a mood.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Barbara.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Sven and Edie. Calvin and Sam. And another Gregory. 1976 to 1977. A year. Not old enough to have a personality to create a door for. The Big Book of Homeschooling. Jabberwocky, Homeschooling Book of Answers, The Metamorphosis, The Curse and the Wise Woman, Time and the Gods, A Dreamer's Tales, The Aleph, 100 Years of Solitude, The Book of Sand, Infinite Jest, The King in Yellow, Labyrinths, The Weird, Seeing Critically. Yeah, I feel like I would have gotten along really well with these people. And this is very similar to my book collection. Wine. Okay. Barbara it is.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Yep. I see that. Guitar. Seattle Ballet Company presents Swan Lake. Washington Invitational 1946 participant. Introducing Barbara Finch. Starring Bill Bunton as Bigfoot.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Penelope's. Oh. That's a waitressing uniform, is it not? 1944 to 1960. No way. What? So she would have been 14 years old? Am I doing that right? Allman Equestrian Center, Improv Night. Fashion Pattern Convention. The End, the Musical. Rick. Choral of the World. Strange Labyrinth, a film by Lady Gregory. Pink Clouds. Thespian Cafe. Happy Birthday, Barbara. Oh my god. Skydun Hi-Fi. The Red Carpet, Masters of Cinema, The Hollywood Workout, You're a Star, The Camera's Touch, Shapeshifter, Tales from Tinseltown, Greek Tales, Oliver Twist, The Poetics.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
What?
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending
Pollution,
of
Cobra, and
Barbara
some loving.
Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was
Oh,
all
16.
washed
I
up,
can't do math.
a has-been.
Damn.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately,
Washed up at
the
16.
scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick,
Rick.
was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Why the fuck didn't Rick watch the kid?
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang
Don't
of
put it
hoodlums
away.
in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your
What?
basement door locked?
I hate this man.
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret
Oh.
is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Thanks, babe. I hate him.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
Well, now I know
So
how to
Barbara
open
went
that.
to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
This is interesting. This is kind of cool. Not the music. Alright.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The music is crazy. I love this. I'll fucking kill you.
Gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer,
Oh.
Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What? What the hell is that? Oh, that's the table saw. Nuh-uh. Alright, here we go.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh dear! Ha! You deserve that.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
You suck. I'm
not
breaking up with you.
scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up.
What?
But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
You're dead, Walter. The hell was that? Oh. Cool skeleton. Oh, no, can't go in it. Alright. Oh, come on. Why is my stuff everywhere? Walter Finch. Walter, are you there?
police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand.
This
Residents
is
are urged to
come
lock
on
all
now.
doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
No shot.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Holy fuck!
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
Yep.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
I probably would have closed that behind me.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grown.
Get him!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Is this my fucking... Is this Rick? I hate it here. If this is Rick again... I have no sympathy for him. I have none. Zero. Ah, fuck me.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
You're joking. Where did he possibly fucking go?
Dying to speak to young Barbara.
Great. I love this for me. Should have run in here. Fuck.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What is happening?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her.
What?
Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night.
Yeah, I think he did do it.
Walter, hiding
Big
under
news?
his bed
Shocker?
the
I think Rick did
whole
it.
time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
What?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Where's the ear?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Yeah. She was remembered. So what the fuck? I think Rick did it, dude. Happy birthday. Wait. Okay. So... Oh yeah, she was 16, huh? For some reason I said 4. I saw the 4 and I said 14. No, she was 16. Smoking. Well, she didn't finish her birthday cake, so or whatever the hell that is. So it must have been on her birthday, and not Halloween. Huh. I'm gonna assume Rick fucking did it, I'll be honest.
Now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Well. Too bad, because I'm about to do it again. Yep. Which reveals a completely normal basement.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Sven. I don't see any blood stains. So.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Probably Christmas gifts. If I had to wager, if my grandmother was sneaking
I
around.
thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Yeah.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh. You know what? Fair. Good lord, in a flatbed Ford. What is going on?
Mom once about where Walter had gone. She
I
said
can't
after
see.
Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Oh, the kid. Alvin O's cereal extra crispy. Oh, this is a fucking survival
There's
bunker.
a pattern in all these stories. I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh boy. Model trains. Walter. (1952 to 2005). Well then.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you'll be used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
What is this
Almost
shaking?
friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Walter. Can't go past this. Coriander. All these places he wanted to visit. He just stayed down here for 30 years. What on earth? Huh.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
What's out there?
Whatever killed Barbara
Oh.
and Molly.
Oh. Brown rice. Peanut butter.
And Calvin.
It's all your trash?
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Fair. I've been there, for Christ's sake. Oh, no. No, 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 no. This is train tracks. Oh, Christ. Can I run? Can I get off the train?
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
I'm not.
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
It was a train. It was a train.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
Okay.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
I was off the tracks. Come on now.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
He was down there that whole time?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Christ. Oh my god.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
I'm trying to get down there. What's happening? Why can't I go? Did I fuck it up? Here we go.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
Yeah.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Yeah.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
I'm really excited to
Trying
see
bury
his
something
fucked up
that's still
corpse.
alive.
I'm sure. I think, obviously it got retrieved. What's happening?
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Huh. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
This is cool. This is a very interesting... Huh.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Maybe. I'm hoping not.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Yeah, that's important. It's important to know where you
Though,
came
to
from.
be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
I recognize that there are some people who...
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
I know that there are family histories that are really difficult. And histories that some people would rather forget or not think about. But they are what make us who we are. And that's not an insignificant thing. The past does matter. As much as we'd like to say it doesn't. As much as we'd like to say that it doesn't define us. It does. It defines us. Our past defines us just as much as our present, just as much as our future. Thank you so much for the hydrate and the stretch. Hold on. And I think that's a universal thing. I don't think that's a unique sort of cultural outlook because, you know, obviously I come from a culture where we place a lot of significance and importance on our family histories and where we come from, our mo'oku oho. It's very, very important. But it doesn't... the idea of some kind of being born to some kind of destiny or legacy only takes you so far. At the end of the day, it really depends on what you do with your legacy. It doesn't matter if you were born into something. What have you done with it? Have you utilized it? Have you...
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Like, what have you done? Birthright only takes you so far. And that is something I do appreciate my culture teaching me, is that you are not entitled to the benefits of a bloodline or anything else like that, just for the sake of being born. If you don't do anything with it, you're no good to anybody, right? I think that kind of importance is what is sort of lacking for a lot of people today, people my age, people younger, even people older than me, but I think it's becoming more and more pronounced where everything kind of blurs together and we don't there's nothing wrong with living day by day, but I think that there's like a large sort of hand waving when it comes to the things that shaped us and made us who we are, and the things that we might even passively benefit from as a result of what we were born into. And all those things shape us. You know, there are certain things that present us with like a level of privilege. In not having to acknowledge the past and not having to think about these things and not having to think beyond ourselves or the immediate. And I think there's a very fair statement in, like, people are just trying to survive, you know? And it's taking...
think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Like, I think there's a validity in survival. I do think that we do have to step outside of ourselves.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
I mean, you don't really finish a cemetery, right? Like, the second you bury somebody, the cemetery's done. It is officially a cemetery. I'll tell you something, this ain't much of a cemetery.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh, Lord. Shotzi. Shadow. Christopher. Molly's fish. Oliver. Bob. Burpee. Derpy and Derpy Jr. Lucy. Daisy. Charlie. Tucker. Coco. Zoe. Furpy. Chirpy. Lurpy. Zerpy. Who named those ones? Jesus Christ. Bailey. I can't read that one.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
She did a good job. Molly Finch. Calvin Finch. Sven Finch. Edie Finch. Walter Finch. Barbara Finch.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Interesting.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory Finch. Sam Finch. Gus Finch. 1983. 33. Gus. 69. 13. 76, 77, yeah. 1 year. Just shy of a year.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Milton Finch. Sanjay Kumar. Interesting. Lewis Finch.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Well, alright.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I'm not a huge fan of when families make things so cryptic, or this is something you're going to have to experience for yourself, because there is so much that gets lost if you actually care about passing something on. If you actually care about inheriting some knowledge, you have to, or like, I would say passing something on, because I think I would argue that the hubris of knowledge
But
lost.
looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Hold on. I wanted to look around a little bit. Okay.
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Hi. This is a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Why am I going like this? There are better ways. This is not your mother's fault. You're a dumbass. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I think that, like, if you wait too long to pass knowledge along or anything, it's going to be lost. And yes, like, it falls to, there is, like, a level of it which falls to the younger generation in wanting to keep it alive or perpetuate it or to learn it. But I think the responsibility ultimately lies with, you know, like, if you have, unless, like, there's no way for you to write, there's no way for you to communicate with somebody else, like, pass it on to somebody else. If your grandchild or whatever isn't interested, or, you know, there has to be somebody else who might be interested in the knowledge, or if you can write it down or record it or something like that. There are so many things at our disposal. I don't know. We're about at 2 hours. And if I'm going to be real, I think we're going to leave it here for now. Just because, like, oh my gosh. This is kind of cool. And it's a lot. Oops. Wrong one. Sorry. Edith Finch. Yeah, it's okay. I'm ending it here, actually. Nice to see you, Andy. But yeah, so we're gonna call it here today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I love this game. I think it's really neat. I'm looking forward to playing it more tomorrow. And it'll probably be closer to my regular time. I know I'm actually ending now when I usually start. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had a really good time. It's been it was cool, and I think it's kind of a good thing for me to be watching or playing, if that makes sense. I think so, at least. All right, let's raid out to somebody. Nice music. Walking simming. It is a little bit of a walking sim, but if I'm going to be honest, I don't hate it. Sometimes I have a real problem with walking sims, but this is very, like, this feels really immersive. This feels really special. You know? It doesn't feel like it's just one thing or the other. I'm going to raid out too. Well, it looks like James is playing Yap Yap, which I suggested to him, so we're going to go ahead and raid over James. Alright, everyone. Have a good time. Aloha. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
A bit more medicated. She's welcome to join. I've put her in the ads just in case.